It's alright, we're live now, Boris. So we've got Boris, you're a bit quiet, mate. Darkcity Show, folks. God, my head's all over the place. What a week we've had on the city. Yes. Anyway, like pulling a splinter out of your finger, you know, when it's gone a bit septic. Sometimes it's painful, but you just gotta get it done. So, Boris, speak up, brother. Come on, what's happening now? We were having a party. This was the first party. What's happening, man? You're telling us we're not having a party now?
There's no connections down there, Bob. There's a pub, mate, and it's got no Wi-Fi. It's in a cellar.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. I phoned them up earlier, and they said, yeah, we got Wi-Fi. I went down there, there ain't none.
Can you not get a big wire?
They won't reach. I've tried. Believe me, I tried everything after that walk down there, mate. I'm gonna.
Right, well, listen, Boris. You know us at the Dark City. We've always got a plan C. We haven't really got a plan A because we're not very good at it. So we have a plan B and a plan C, Boris. Now, plan C is the one of our newest roving reporters, the marked man on the street for Dark City Radio. I do believe marked man is approaching your location.
No, it's not approaching my location, but I will be down there again in a while.
Ah, all right. Well, he's on his way down there, Boris. So maybe you could hook up with him down there because he's going to get his phone.
There's no phone service in the cellar either, mate.
No. Oh.
That's what I was saying earlier. There's no service down there.
Oh, where's Robo? Come on, Robo. Give him some of your positivity, man. Did you get that, Boris?
Yeah, that's exactly the same as my positivity at the moment.
Yeah, we'll work something out, I'm sure, man. Even just get Mark to do a couple of interviews with some people down there. Oh, we could even get Mark to introduce the intrepid Boris Trenchfoot. Couldn't we? We could do that. Hey, come on, hey, don't start typing at me as well, Boris. Anything dodgy with your missus? We are actually live on air now, pal. So, where we at? We've had some people putting fun with the figures tonight. Try to bump us to the top of the Shoutcast viewer figures. I didn't know you could do this, so there's not a great deal of people actually live listening to this at the moment. My little meter in front of me says 77. Lovely number, that, isn't it? 77 people.
That's the many people I get on my podcast, bro.
Say again, mate?
That's about how many people I get listening to me every day.
Yeah, but they're not, Fox. There isn't, mate. I just wanted to tell you, man, there's actually 3 of us. We've been going on 25 times each. But we all look...
Can I just butt in and stop this broadcast? We need to get a collection together to get some WD-40 sent over to Fox to sort that chair out. It's squeaking again, Fox, man.
That's too bad, man. I guess that's what I got the mute button for.
I've got a solution. It's not the WD-40 solution. If you use WD-40, get rid of the squeak. I'll put it back in the podcast for everybody that listens to it.
So between squeaky chairs and ducks, we've had all on DC.
We have, yeah. We're actually down to 57 listeners now. I think we've just lost another one of the clone army. It's funny.
Maybe we'll reach a ground zero.
I won't mention any names, but I got a text earlier on and he said, she's up to 60, Captain. Do you want to take any more? And at first I'm like, I just didn't click what it was. And then I realised it. One came in and said, another 10 will put us at the top of the casters shortlist. It's like, what, you're all, they're trolling. That's what they're doing. They're trolling the Shoutcast Dawn for truthers. They've got a big net now, and they're going throwing that net. It is. I mean, if you imagine, they're all sat there You open up your TV programming for the week. Oh yeah, look darling, look what's coming on tonight, dearie, look. Oh, look at this new show that's just come right to the top of the ratings. It's called Darkcity. Oh, let's watch that, shall we, tonight? Everybody else is watching it. Ding. Oi, you. Yes, you. Just switched over from that other channel. Fuck off. We don't want you on here. This is the Dark City. This is the most unpopular radio station on the internet.
I'm proud of that.
So am I. We are the most unpopular radio station on the network. We actually went down, Castor moved. So we've gone from being the fastest growing, most popular chat show, chat radio, or radio in the UK, right? Bigger than anything, to the smallest.
Dude, we will be ground zero in fucking no time, dude. And by ground zero,
We will hit the low zero.
Oh yeah, Sub-Zero.
No, ground zero. Talking about the program over here in the U.S. We're gonna be coast to coast by the end of the year. We
awakened Robo Hippie. God, that's a mouthful, isn't it? We woke Robo Hippie this afternoon. We rung him up on his house phone, and he hello. What is it? Quick, come quickly, the internet's broken. And he went, I'll have Skype on in 2 minutes. Come quickly, the internet has broken. We got reset. All his figures disappeared, all the lot, and we were like, no, what's happening now? We've had enough. We moved, we've got a new house, we got a new river, stream. And, yeah. But it had nothing to do with us at all. It was the fact that they've actually upgraded the new server we were getting, but they didn't tell us until afterwards. Now, I don't like that kind of shit, mate. I want to know beforehand.
Yeah, I'm having some issues myself, man. I can't remove Windows 8, so I'm stuck with this virus that is an operating system. And now I just got online to install AVG anti-software, and the second that installed, my computer forcibly restarted and started updating. It hijacked my computer and updated everything. I thought, shit, that means they're going to change my home page. They're going to try to install some trackers and shit.
Fox, unplug your computer from the router.
Fox, did you read the link I sent you? It's a video of how to put the start button on Windows 8. A lot of people might be really happy about that. Microsoft are changing put the start button back on Windows 8. Microsoft are currently rethinking of putting the start button back on Windows 8. There isn't.
Well, technically there is a start button. It just brings you to another screen with a bunch of applications on the front of it.
Yeah, but this is super retro technology. It's got a real start button.
It's a start button, but it's a heads-up display rather than a start button that brings up a list of options in a menu form.
Anyway, can we talk about cheese? I prefer to talk about cheese, really, or talk about something else. Rachel, I'm not being horrible, guys, but I've had my head battered with computers, stupid stuff that doesn't work, and it's just stupid. All computers are stupid, except for boss stores, because this is a computorium, and that's different today. So I'm going to be very childish. I'm just going to sell stupid computers. Computer stupidity. That's what it is. Unplug it. I tell you the two solutions, right, for Windows 8 at this present moment in time involves you either living on the 9th floor of a block of flats, and just make sure you shout below before you deposit it out of the window. And if you live in the United States of America, then use the American foreign policy. Yeehaw! That'll work. Threaten it with a firearm. I think that might work. Threaten your
That's a good idea, dude, but I don't have a gun.
Download Windows 8 again, machine. You're having it.
I didn't download it. It was hijacked before I turned it on. It was pre-installed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid for this computer, and I turned it on, ready to boot up Ubuntu, and I found out that
hold
already
delete
hijacked.
down. Fox, when you're starting, right, hold delete down. Right, and it'll send you into a boot menu, and you can stop it doing all that shit. Then get
No,
it.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was there's no boot menu. There's nothing. It's
no, all computers are stupid. Today, the solution for stupidity is throw it out the window and shoot it. That's it.
Yeah, that's I'm feeling you there, but
Yeah.
I did find out that there's a boot menu, but it wouldn't have made it one damn bit of difference. I disabled the secure boot and enabled the legacy boots mechanism, and it just so happened that didn't matter. That didn't help.
You actually
It turns out that this incomplete computer is rigged for Windows, for the Microsoft Corporation to not allow any unauthorized by Microsoft OSs to run.
Fox, chill, man. You've got the wrong boots. You're not supposed to use your boot sequence first or second boot sequence. You're supposed to put your boots on and kick it round the room. Okay? Don't get frustrated.
Dude, it's a $450 computer. I'm not really planning on doing that quite yet, but it might get to that point somewhere down the road.
Well, you should have read what it said on the tin.
Came with a boot disk. I thought it wasn't already booted. Turns out, bitch was
Let's talk about something interesting. Let's talk about something interesting, desirable, and
Godzilla.
you know, yeah. So,
Talk
Rachel.
about Godzilla.
No, we're not talking about Godzilla. That's not desirable.
Oh, dude, well,
Rachel.
dinosaurs and big dinosaurs.
Stop. Rachel,
Hi,
come and talk to us, Rachel. We were talking about interesting, desirable.
you were talking. I've just tuned in, and you've got a really bad echo on your radio.
Yeah, well, if you turn it off, your player,
Yeah.
and then you won't be able to hear us echoing back through your player.
Yeah, no, that was before I put. That's why I put Skype on to let you know.
Oh, I've got a
That was
real
just-
bad echo on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you turn it off, your player,
Yeah.
and then you won't be able to hear us echoing back through your player. Oh, it sounds all right on my side, Rachel.
Right. No, I put you in.
It's
I put you on just on your website, and it's really bad.
all right, talk to Rob Whippy. Come on, talk to Rob about this, Rachel, because he's our professional website man. You've come to the right place, Rachel. Yeah, if you are out there and you're having difficulty hearing us, just join us on Skype at Bob's Backyard, and the audio's great in the room. In the Skype room. It's a bit
All
defeat.
of that, just go to your window and shout, Robo Hippie!
Yeah.
They'll come and
Oh, you
source
win.
it for you.
Try that. Look, he won't talk to us now. Look. Oh, he's here. Go on.
There's no echo. There's no echo.
Don't argue with Rachel. Go and wave your
no,
magic.
I'm not.
Rachel, echo.
Jabba's just said somebody have the radio on at the same than Skype as Skype.
Right. Anyway, I think it's gone. Anyway, Rachel, whatever it was, I think we've managed to. I don't really know what he just said. To be honest, Rachel, I really don't. I'm just gonna because you're a girl, and it's not because I'm sexist. It's just because the feminine intuition. No, that's what Budgie's doing. It. What is it? Intuition, feminine intuition. That's what I've learned to trust. So yeah, get it right, lads. We're all wrong. She's right. Sort the echo out. That's the end of it. See? How are you doing anyway, Rachel?
Not so good at the minute. But I've been down to the doctor, and they said it is good actually because I'm detoxing.
Get it right, lad. We're all wrong. She's right. Sort the echo out. That's the
So
end. That's your echo. I can hear myself coming over your radio, Rachel.
yeah, I can hear myself coming over Skype, and I haven't got the radio on.
You have somewhere, Rachel, love. You've got to have, because the echo's coming over your Skype. Oh, look at there I am again. I love this. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Right, where were we? Where was it? Down, bit of a downer, Rachel, yeah, but a downer with an upside. That's what I like about you, Rachel. Always an upside, isn't there?
Yo, guys, I gotta restart my computer. I'll be back in 5.
Alright, Fox, we're missing you already.
Let's go live on the air.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah. I've been Linux to death, me. I mean, my consciousness has been... I've been drowned in Linux. I can't take any more. I'm having to come to the surface for air. I really am. Hiya, Phil. Welcome to the Darkcity Show, mate. How are you doing, pal?
I'm all right, sir. Paul, how are you?
I was just saying I've been drowned in Linux.
You've been what, Linux?
Drowned.
You've been drowned in Linux.
Drowned in it. I'm actually, that's it now. Linux is actually bubbling out of me like perspiration. So yeah, they were talking about. I was trying to steer away from it. Actually, Phil, desperately trying to steer away from computers.
I said Tuesday's the Geek Show now.
Yeah, well, yeah, but unfortunately, they all turn up at about 10:15. And the show finishes at 9, I think. So that's just the issue with it. It's the issue with it. This different concept of time we all seem to have. So yeah, I think we should ban all geekiness to that 1 hour slot and ram it in. It'll be packed to them, won't it? It'll be packed. Fox can take an hour up.
I'm just getting a message from Dawn. It's Dawn saying it's on Thursdays.
So is it? Thank you.
Don't know.
No, don't argue. Don't say you don't know. Say, yes, that's right. Okay? We've got to get this right. Feminine.
She probably is right, Dawn.
Do you mean probably? You're doing it again, Jim?
All right, she's right, Dawn. She's great on the schedules and stuff.
I'm right.
You've missed this.
PAX Monday and then Geek Show Thursday.
She is right.
Dun. She is right. I know, she let one slip there. I could feel it. I was worrying for you, bro. I was worrying. I really was. So, I really don't know what I'm doing here today. I really don't know what I'm doing. I thought I knew what I was doing. You know when you set off? Oh, Dawn knows what she's doing. Dawn, do you know what you're doing? Come on.
No, I just want to answer a question in the chat. Stop the Roll asked what time. So it's 8 o'clock British summer times. So you'll have to convert whatever your time zone is, obviously. So that the Geek Show's on a Thursday night.
It is. She's right. It's on a Thursday night. What time were it? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock right after PAX Monday. It's not. It's actually in the schedule. It says it's a Darkcity Show, but we're kind of getting a little bit behind with things. But saying that, we're actually getting in front as well. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to see yourself getting in front when you're kind of pretty convinced you're behind, and you know all that pressure's piling up on us. You know, daily life in itself. You know, going to the shops, getting a packet of crisps, coming back, you know, and ending up with a bottle of milk. Do you know, it's just like, what happened? Went for a packet of crisps, come back with a bottle of milk. Or did I go for a bottle of milk? But you know, you get my point. It builds up through the day. Before you know it, you're lost in the quagmire. Quagmire, that is a word, isn't it?
You know what buzzed me up this week, though? Sort of just like out of nowhere. Man. Oh, a guy. And the amazing amount of work that man does behind the scenes and absolutely amazing. So thank you, Matt, for that. But he did a live podcast, and on Darkcity Radio was Vivienne Westwood, the Queen of Punk. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it blew you away a bit, like, didn't it, Robo? Blew you away a little bit. I liked. Oh no, I kept getting his name wrong. He was called Harry the filmmaker, and the Channel 4 cameraman dude. Can't remember what he was called neither, but they were great. He was right at the end. He was just right at the end. And to me, nothing against Vivienne Westwood, nothing at all Vivienne Westwood, but the cameraman and the guy in the street and you know, they've got us a bigger part. They've got us a bigger part here, you know. So I enjoyed the. Because he went the cameraman dude, and you know, oh, this is the guy who makes films and stuff, and he just was like so informed. It was really good, really good. There was a few, I actually started writing them down on a piece of paper because he was coming in that quick with them. Ma'am, on the street. It was on the grass, wasn't it? He was on the street with Chunky Mark, the taxi driver, pushing his pig. So, yeah, and then the following day, he like you say, Vivian Westwood, and is it, the B-Man. The B-Man, what was he called? Oh, I'm terrible with these names, mate. I need to get myself a secretary. I really do. But yeah, I've got to agree with you. Really good stuff. And it started to show us how things could work. Okay, you know, we got a bit bogged down with it, and we need to make sure that, like anything, it's like a production line, really. It is like a production line. And if one part of that production line collapses, then the work starts backing up. That's what happens. Now, you can either cut your production, and here at Dark City, I tell you, it's the old thespian society, you know. The show must go on. The show must go on, don't you know? So yeah, you can either cut your performance, or you can smooth things out. So when one little part of it gets under load and breaks, and it starts to back up, then there's no point everybody else carrying on. We all need to stop and move to that point and clear the backlog. Clear the backlog. So yeah, otherwise you don't see what kind of people you're working with. You don't see what real talent you've actually had, because of course you've all got to be working really efficiently, and you've got to be actually doing something to create the backlog in the first place. To feel like you're under pressure and there's a burden. Oh, dude, you must have done something. We must have done something. You start justifying it in your head, whether it's right or whether it's wrong, or whether you should or whether you shouldn't. You've done something. You must have done something. Otherwise there won't be anything to justify. So, often we don't see it. We don't see it. We're nearly 200, I think, getting towards 200. 170 something videos I saw there the other day. I think it is. I think it's approaching 200. I can't really have a look at it at the moment because I've got a few issues with my machine. Crazy, isn't it? I've not even got time to sort my own out. I'm going to have to though, because it's collapsed on us a couple of times. But I'll just call it around park of 200 videos. And out of them 200 videos, I would say roughly 175 of them. There's 173, so roughly 150 of them have been rendered, edited, and put up by Jim RoboWhippy. Over 150 videos in the last few weeks. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Lee now stepping in, which he has done, he stepped in this week and done 14 video uploads. Not just that as well, he's been doing graphics and stuff. Amazing. So yeah, I don't want to point out too many people. They've just kind of turned up in the last couple of days. Because there's the ongoing stuff as well, and you've got to be really careful you don't burn yourself out. It is exciting. It is real fun. It really is. But you do too much, and before you know it, you're starting to get really upset at the thing that inspired you and actually give you that little bit of spark that's often missing in our lives. So yeah, take a few deep breaths and have a look around. Have a look around at us. Sometimes it is a little bit rushed. Sometimes we sat around twiddling and stuff. No, actually, I never sat around twiddling. Oh, no, I lie, actually. I did have about a conversation with somebody, a nice little sit-back chat for about 15, 20 minutes last night. It was really nice. So, yeah, often we are pressurised and we are put into corners and we are manipulated, But we have always done something. If you're working it out, and you're, even if it is kind of a bit heavy and a bit, you call it stressful, you must have done something. You must have done something. And if you did something, then you can do something else. We've often I know in my experience, I've often worked myself down into a dead end, or you know, there's no good going to come of it and stuff. And a lot of the time, he's actually accepting that, going, "Oh well, that didn't work. Does that work?" I know Dan with the Linux, he's gone through so much stuff that doesn't work. It's not quite ready. It's not quite finished. And we got to a point with the machines, and there's not much in my head now. I can't do anymore. I just can't do any more with it. Just got to put it to one side and leave it. Oh yeah, there's a mate of mine calling in. I said, "Hey, hello, is that Jeff?"
Hey.
How are you doing, Jeff?
Yes, hang on a
Say hello, man, right in the middle of the show. Great to hear you,
There
mate.
we go.
How you doing, man? Come on. No,
How you doing?
Say hello. We're doing good. What's happening in your life, mate?
You have a good connection?
Yeah, you're really good. I can hear you loud and clear. All right. Perhaps you don't have as good a connection as we do. Oh, I was so excited. I haven't heard from Jeff for ages. But yeah, good timing. So where was I at? Yeah, having a look at what we've done, how far we've come so far. It can be very easy to become defeatist. You know, I'm probably one of the most positive guys in the world, really. I really am, and I get there. You know, it's like, just what is it today? You know, what's happening next? So, have a look at what you've done. Pat yourselves on the back. Take a few deep breaths. You know, even if it is a bad situation, you know, have a look at it. It's easy to do if you're in a good situation. It's tricky if you're in a bad situation. So yeah, pat yourself on the back. Look at it. You created it. You created it. And if you're in a bad one, create a good one. And if you're already in a good one, and share it around you. Seems to work. Are you back with us, Jeff? Oh, he's trying. He's trying to get in, but no, not quite good enough. So, anyone else out there want to have a ramble for a little bit of time? Positivity. Summoning the positivity. You've been trying to get in 10 minutes.
Dawn, come on.
Oh, come on, Dawn. I didn't see you.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to rant about nothing, really.
Great.
I just wanted to say something on the radio. That, like, for example, that this is a live experiment of insanity.
You sent me a picture earlier on. That was a good one.
Yes, church? Yes, about the church. Good that you actually brought that to my attention. St. Lambert's Church in Germany. I went to Münster a few years back, and there was this church that has like 3 cages hanging outside the steeple, and it had apparently the story goes that it had the bodies of murdered Anabaptists. They were hung in these cages above the city. From the steeple, outside the steeple, and basically their bodies were left there to rot, and they dropped, obviously, like the goo and everything for the bodies dropped down to the street below. Can you imagine how horrible that must have been? But basically they were put there as an example of, if you kind of go against us, this is going to happen to you, to just kind of scare people and put them down. So I found that really kind of fascinating in a very kind of weird way, but also very disturbing, obviously. So thanks for bringing that to my attention, because I was having a good little chat with a couple of people about that last night, and also the guy that I'm going to have on as a guest on Sunday, Max Bliss. We were talking about it as well. In fact, because we got talking about our time in Germany, and he also said that he'd been to Münster as well, so yeah, I just thought I would throw that in there.
That was really uplifting, Dawn. Thank you.
Wasn't it?
Here's the thing for a social experiment. Right, all of the people, we were talking about this today, and we're going to, let's try it out. Everybody that's listening to this radio right now, what you've got to do, if you've got a Facebook account, you've got to go and put on your status account, type this: whatever happens, do not listen to Dark City Radio.
Yeah. Please do not tune in.
Yeah, please do not tune in to Dark City Radio.
I'm going to go and do it now. Yeah, brilliant. Well reminded, Lee. This is if we can all do this on your own. Do not tune in. Do not tune in to Dark City Radio or something like that. Whatever you do, please. Just on your own profiles. You can do it in the main one if you want. But, if we can all do it, let's just see if this does actually work. Don't tune in. Whatever you do. www.darkcity.
Isn't that kind of counterproductive?
Yeah. Radio. It's a social experiment. Okay, this is what we're actually doing. It's not how can it be counterproductive. www.darkcityradio. Where are we? .com, aren't we? .com. Yeah. Don't tune in. Whatever you do. Server on fire. Is that all right? Will that do for you? What do you want? Or do you want? Don't tune in. Live beheading. Would that do, Fox? Do you reckon? Don't tune in. False flag hack in operation. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me. I'm ready to post. 3, 2, 1. It's away.
Go. Oh, man, didn't post. I have posted now. Server on fire. Whatever you do, don't tune in. Server on fire. There you go. I posted mine. Are we all? I post away. I mean, it says there's 49 people here, but there certainly isn't 49 people on this server at the moment. I think there's about 10. Yeah, so, I mean, it just sounds crazy. Well, where's all the people gone? Where have all the numbers gone? Well, it got a bit broken. The player, they fixed the player today, and the player's got better, and this is what we're saying. We keep having these knocks, and when we come out of these knocks, we're cleaner, we're tougher, we're harder, we're leaner each time. Yeah, sometimes we've got a few bruises. I mean, this morning, the front page, the live page on the website, looked like it had gone out last night, got drunk, and got into a fight. It was proper beaten up. But that's part of it. Now it's come out, it's cleaner. Definitely. The site will be faster. And it's alright for a lot of us in here, the rich elite in the West, with this 80 million squigglebyte download and upload capabilities. But really is, a lot of the time, the information we've got and the solutions we can bring forth, they need to get out to people who may not have such a tremendous internet connection. So yeah, we do want to have it so it is accessible. And I'm quite excited about that. I've heard the lads talking. It's something I envisioned. I couldn't put it into technical terms, but it's almost like an inner community expanding outwards. But before that community expands, we've got to create it. I've said before, I don't think we're ready yet. I know I'm not ready yet to create that visionary utopian society. I think it's where we start is vitally important. Vitally important. That we begin with compassion and understanding. I'm not going to use the word love. Well, I just did. But compassion and understanding for ourselves and love for ourselves as individuals. In my opinion, that's where we should have started. I honestly don't think we did. However, we've still managed to see it, to touch it, to feel it. Perhaps only for a glimpse, only for a moment. I think together we are the components that are required. I know as an individual we all make a difference. Every moment, every breath, we make a difference. I suppose how big that difference or how small that difference, how noticed you are it's quite individual. Some people say they want to have a quiet life. In my opinion, I'm not here. I'm not here to have a quiet life. I'm not here to put my head down. And I'm here to be loud. I'm here to be exciting. I'm here on an adventure. I don't know what's going to happen next. If I did, well, might not be that much fun. It won't be much of an adventure. So yeah, have a look. Have a look. We are going to lose a few, but slowly we'll navigate around it. We'll get it clean. We'll get it sorted out. I'm a great one for Phil. All right, I'm a great one for not watching the chat box, Phil. Excuse me. Come on, pal, jump in.
Okay, yeah. All I was going to say was I liked the idea, so I pasted it on my Facebook page, and I was going to say, can we paste a message in the chat room so that everyone else can do it? I'm quite interested in
what actually happens.
Who came up with the idea about the social experiments? And I thought that was quite a good idea. Just bit of reverse psychology or whatever.
It was actually a joke. I just want to let you know that since we did it, we've gone up 50%.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we? Can we all? I don't know.
There you go, Fox. Go on there, Phil. Excuse me.
I was just saying, whoever's done it, can we put it in the chat box that we've done it or whatever, so we can see how many status updates we've put and see how many it's gone up by. That was it.
yeah, man, that's all good. I think I haven't actually got that open at the moment. Like I say, my machine's limping a little bit at the moment.
Can I just say hello to Jen, my #1 fan as well?
Of course you can, bro. Hey, you dark horse.
Well, I think it's more of a, that movie Misery.
That's funny, right?
Yeah, that movie was fucked.
Listening to this radio may expose you to counter-propaganda.
Maybe. Yeah, what?
How danger? What?
You just made me lose a stream of my thought there.
Go on.
No, it's all right. I've made my point.
So where did the social experiment? We were messing about. We were just joking this morning, because it was kind of working then not working. Then they changed the account over, and the player didn't work, and they email you after the fact, Phil. Oh, it's just like you can't prepare for it. Nobody can prepare for it when it happens. When you're not giving no how do you prepare for that? You can't. Why did you do that? Well, we didn't know it was going to happen until after it happened. And then you do the best you can. So, yeah, we were having a bit of a joke. In fact, we were having quite a laugh about it, really. Don't tune in. Because we had actually gone from, like I say, the one of the most popular growing internet radios, that definitely the UK's ever since. We jumped from 2 or 3 viewers up to 160, maybe just over. I saw 158 when the server crashed, and other people reported more, but this one actually holds the peak to listeners. And we've had 131. But of course, we've pointed this out repeatedly. It's a joke. It's a joke. You can't take these numbers seriously. We had, 31 people listening and 26 people in the Skype call the other night. So, it don't make any sense. It really doesn't. What does make a sense is that a lot of people don't do what they say they're going to do. If we had 10% of the people who tell us, oh yeah, we listen. Oh, I've always got it tuned in. Like, do they actually know we know? Do they know when they're telling us, like, oh yeah, I'm tuned in all the time, mate, I love that Darkcity radio? And it's like, No, you're not. I don't tell them. No, I don't tell them.
They have deceived us.
They have, Fox, yeah. Oh, we've allowed ourselves to be deceived, bro. We really have. So, yeah, average monthly figures. Somebody asked me what the numbers were today, and what did I say? I put on the live shows between 10 and 160. Which
we just need to do some more advertising, man. Like,
fuck.
Hire some fucking spam bots.
Average monthly figures, that's 14,400 or 240,000. That's $250,000.
Spam bot.
Between 14 and 240,000. What?
Like I'm saying, hire some people to go around fucking YouTube, dropping Dark City all over, throughout different videos on YouTube. Fucking people will be like, "What's Dark City?" And like, "Yeah, I'll click on that." Click. Fucking.
We would have broken, Fox. We were a little station, mate. We would have broken. You know, we want it clean. We don't want hundreds of thousands of people. We're just here because we're all here. Are you with me? That's not really what we're about, bro. But now we have got the capabilities to handle it. You see, we didn't have. It's all right saying, "Oh, we'll do all this," but if we had done, we probably couldn't have handled it. Now we can handle it. Now we've got I suppose it's not a merchandise, but a purchase stream. We've bought it in this so-called free radio. We've bought that. That's an expense. But now we've no adverts. We're not paying for that. We're not, in that sense. We got a free stream, and we appreciate being given the free stream. We do, but it was at a cost. How can it be free at a cost? To me, it's gobbledygook. It is. It's gobbledygook. It's rubbish. Don't mean anything. So yeah, now we've got backup, as you might say. We've got a couple of them old streams sat there. Boris would have used one tonight if they can sort it out. And we'll hang around the lines in case they can ring in from that little gig and get something on. It doesn't always go right. That's right, sometimes it goes wrong. We've got to hang around. We've got to support one another occasionally. But, don't become a crutch for holding people up. It's not what it should be about. So, yeah, it's good fun. It really is good fun. I've said to a few people, come and try this chair for a day. You're welcome. Come down and sit in my chair for a day. Or two. It's amazing the amount of stuff you find out, I'll tell you. It's crazy from all sorts of different walks of life. I mean, Boris, at the end yesterday, coming in, not Boris, excuse me, Mark Mann, with, what were they called? David and Mark. Brilliant stuff. And for when he was actually speaking, I kind of got that feeling. I didn't feel like I was alone. I don't feel lonely, don't get me wrong at all, but that wow, there's somebody else who's seen that as well. Do you know? I didn't feel quite on my own as much, which is weird because I didn't even know I felt like I was on my own.
1111111.
Come on then.
So, yeah.
Slowing down, bugger.
What I wanted to say was, firstly, I just noticed in the chat that Vosto was in a Snugathon marathon and snuggling everybody in sight. And secondly, yeah, if you want to call in, please do, because really, I mean, this is basically just sitting with your family, because we air absolutely fucking everything from farts to just all sorts of things that on the sleek corporate mainstream bullshit drone robotic media would regard as mistakes. That's the beauty of us. We don't give a flying heck. We just air it all because we're real. We're real human beings, we're real people, and we don't want to program people. Well, at least we don't want to program people with lies. We'd rather deprogram the bullshit of the mainstream media out of people and encourage always critical thinking and people to make their own minds up.
Yeah, this is a completely non-judgmental radio broadcast. This is I get people all the time who I want say, hey, come on to my show. They're like, oh, I don't know what to say. I might sound like an idiot. And I'm like, well, we all kind of sound like an idiot when we're broadcasting from time to time, but that's okay because nobody's judging and not many people are listening. So by all means, call in.
It's actually only a joke, you know, Fox. On the alternative stream, there's 392 unique IPs currently, but we kind of keep that really quiet. Otherwise, we'd be popular and everybody get dead egotistical and, you know, so just keep it going. Got you there, didn't I, Babylon? What? What? Where are all these other people? No, it was a joke, of course. We haven't got an alternative stream. We've kept quiet. Why would we do that?
This radio is basically just like
four.
a big, massive, extended family that we just like invite all the time, and they just keep calling us in. So like our family gets bigger every week. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Uwe. If you're out there listening, Uwe, brilliant bit of work from you this week as well. Excuse me. Not going to say too much on what's going down with Uwe, but if all that comes together, that will be sweet. So yeah, but till little bit of intrigue for you there, a little bit of suspense. But yeah, something could be coming from our friends over in Europe, the German quarter of Europe. That could be real exciting. But hey, let's get it confirmed first. I've learned that from my sister Dawn here on the city. You know, confirm it, get it confirmed, doubled, tripled, and quadrupled, and then they change their mind and let you down, don't they, Dawn? Bastards.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was originally, it's worked out in my favour anyway, but I was originally going to have Kevin and Ed on this week, and then, like, at the last minute, it's like, can't do it, my travel plans have changed, so that was a no-go, so then I had to, like, obviously get someone to cover. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult to get somebody to replace him for this show, so I've now got Max Bliss, who is coming on to speak about his campaign against chemtrails and HARP and whatnot. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. BST on Darkcity Radio.
You're a bit oriental then, Don. Yeah, I hope you've actually sent the cancellation notification of intent of loss of dignity and time to Kevin. Of course, he knows all about that. I mean,
We have
you sent him that? Because you do realise if you're out there and you do book with Darkcity Radio, it's totally free, costs you nothing. You get on, we'll try and make you as welcome as possible and actually accommodate you to the best of our ability. Okay? But if you let us down, then we'll charge you for it. How about that? Okay? Yeah, that should make us really unpopular, shouldn't you reckon?
Basically, I always go with ethos. If somebody says maybe to me, that's not good enough. I would rather have somebody on that says yes. You know, I don't want a maybe. I want somebody that can say yes. Because I don't go with maybes. The type of show that I do needs a yes. And that's it, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like just kind of going to turn things around a little bit, you know. Like, so if anybody wants to join their IP registered with us now, so you're guaranteed a seat in Darkcity Radio, and then let us know. Of course, there will be an absolutely extraordinary charge for this, an enormous, you know, just an astronomical amount of money it's going to cost you. You know, might not even money. We might come to some other arrangement with you. But yeah. I think we'll do that. We can do that. And you know, and I think we're going to make it non-free truth radio now. We don't want any truth radio. And we'll move into for a whole week. We'll move into nonsense. We'll talk about the media stream. About the latest stunning males and females that to be presented onto our television, We'll talk about them all week until we get all the viewers right up, right? Until we get all the viewers right up. So yeah, we should be advertising free Coronation Street mugs for everybody who tunes in on the Coronation Street channel. The Pudsey Bear thing will be coming up shortly, won't it? You get free Pudsey Bears and donations to the Green and Red Spot Nose Appeal Day, just by tuning in. Yeah. Now, like I say, Fox, just going back to your earlier point, I've only got a couple of minutes left, about that, advertising and putting it out there and stuff. Yeah, we're getting there. We are actually getting there. And as Dawn says, slowly but surely we get, cash yourself back, Fox, man.
In my area,
what was it? A couple of weeks?
Actually printing out posters and trying to put them up all around town. I got a printer.
We said that today, man. We want flyers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you should do. I mean, get like a stack of paper, just shoot poster after poster of Dark City Radio adverts and just post them around town, man. I mean, I know people don't fucking read, but
do you remember, Fox? Do you remember 3 weeks ago when you got on that first show? I still think that was your best show, bro. I really do. That first one you did, cracker, absolute.
I've had better since then, but today.
Oh no, I don't reckon, man. I reckon that was the format of a show. I like that. I really did, man. It sparked me, that first one.
I was tweaking, thinking, because I'd never been on this radio show before at that point, so I was thinking, what's going through my head to say I got like 2 people listening in, and everybody else, and normally I'm just like used to talking to myself and recording it and then posting it.
Didn't matter, did it, bro? Be honest, it didn't matter, did it? Whether there was 1 or 2 or 10 people listening to you, or whether there was 1 million people listening to you, it didn't matter. You knew.
It actually did. That's what kind of made me crack up a little bit. But
well, you knew they were there, Fox, didn't you? You knew they were there, and you knew they were listening, bro.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why I cracked up a little bit.
Yeah. It don't matter how many.
Especially with you guys, because I didn't know you guys all too well at that point, so I was just like, what are they going to think about what I'm saying right now? But at this point, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say it, and if people don't like it, that's not my beef,
Yeah, like I say, man, it is, isn't it? It doesn't really, like I say, we talk about it, it gets mentioned and all that, people ask us, and really, get up here and try it. People are listening. They are listening, and that's it. It doesn't matter. The people are there and they're listening.
That's the way it is.
You get onto the major media streams and listen to them in the evenings, man. I tell you, they might have hundreds of thousands of people, but how many of them are actually listening? How many of them are tuning in?
Oh, the more people we recommend to the station to tune in, the more people will be listening. It's just a process, dude. Eventually we're going from a small-time station with only a few people listening, and since this is international, guaranteed enough people get on board and do what they're supposed to do, hundreds, if not thousands of people will be listening in no time. It's just we got to make an effort to get there.
Well, going off the unique IPs after our little social experiment this evening, the figures actually rose by 50%. So there you go. That was another Dark City show. Go on, Don.
Let me flip that around. I don't think that we need to really fight for people to listen, because we're real. We're not corporate. We've got no ads. We're putting... we're not making lies or manipulating people. We're encouraging people to think for themselves and whatnot. So I think people will naturally tune in anyway. I don't think that we actually need to beg people to listen like the mainstream media do. And anyway, it's not with. Hang on, Fox. Can I make my point? Fox, can I make my point? Then you can make your point. Okay. Right. Basically, I think that the format we've got is appealing because we're real. We invite everybody on. It's not our radio, it's your radio, basically. And that's the point I'm trying to get across. It's a bit different from a lot of... We don't juggle the figures. We're pretty real with that. We don't expect to have massive listening figures. It's not really we don't care about that. We care about people actually being here for the right reasons, rather than actually having huge listeners listen numbers that don't really give a shit. You know, I suppose you get pros from having a lot of people as well, but at the same time, it's not the main motivator for us, really, and we're not motivated by money or any of that bullshit.
Well,
So yes, sorry, Fox, carry on.
Just one second, Fox. Dawn, the point I was trying to make here is, we just had a 50% instant response. 50% instant response online. Small number of us. Click, 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 click. 50% response.
To me,
I had 6.1 million viewers. Mute your microphone, Fox. 6.1 million viewers, Dawn. And no response. None. Not 1%. Not 0.5%. Not 1%.
Yep.
Yeah. On Dark City Radio, we just have 50%. Don't talk to me about critical mass. We don't need it. We've already done it. We've already achieved it. 9 o'clock. Do you want to carry on? Or we drop it? Should we drop it and kick it out? There it is. Go on, Fox. Go on, mate. We'll run over.
The purpose of advertising is not to make money because we're advertising free radio, and it's not about it's not about trying to force people to do anything. The purpose of advertising is to get people aware of something that they are not yet aware of, which is that the fact that there is a radio station out there, it is free, and you can get the alternative point of view without having to pay for it, and people want to know, which would really help with people tuning in and getting the message that we're trying to get across.
I agree, and the response in the chat tonight has been it's been great. I mean, it's real people there, and it's like an extended family to a degree, you know. It's great to hear people's views and whatnot. Yeah, so I do agree with what you're saying there.
Yeah, the thing is as well, we don't actually need more people to listen to pay for anything or about that, because it's already been paid for now. That's it. I've paid for it with the help of Stevie and Robo through the bitcoins. So, yeah, I mean, of course. I was asked this recently on a private phone call about do we need stuff. It's not that we couldn't use it. Don't think because we've got the bits we need, right, that we don't need. I'm telling you, you know, we can spend it. Oh, too right we could. I want to put us on a vehicle. I want to have a satellite communication so we can turn up at a festival and open up an internet hotspot and put it on. Do you know when Boris goes down to do a place and there is no internet? I mean, there's no internet. We can't get that. They can't tune into Dark City. We'll take it there then. We'll put hotspots in. They can't tune it. Ah, there you go. That's us. There we go. We're on the radio. You know, let's take it to them. You know, and that will cost oodles. It will cost oodles. Well, when people got it, they give it. If they ain't got it, they won't give it. I suspect they haven't. So each one of us, we put our own in. Because the true value of this place, and I will tire of saying this, is the energy that we put into it. We all do it freely. We all do it because we like it. We love to do it. Some of us do it because we ain't got anything better to do. But hey, when it comes to good or bad, this ain't a bad thing to be doing. Like Dawn said, like you all said, it pulls people together. Does it? That's what it does. And if we can do that in our little tiny alternative culture here, you know, one that's reflected, all are welcome. As long as you agree, all are welcome. Say, I won't tire of it. I won't tire of that. I won't. Anyway, and we all done. It was only a little bit of run over. You can run over a little bit if you want. I don't mind. It is our radio, or it is your radio. That's a weird concept, isn't it? Still, when can it's mine? Oh well, you know, excuse us. We built it in your absence, but it's still yours. Still yours.